Talk about a trip with a difference. Usually there's a chill wind blowing across training sessions at Booth Ferry Park. In Sofia's Levski Stadium, it's the 90-degree heat that presents a problem on the first day. Within 18 hours of arriving in Bulgaria, the players are heading up into the mountains for their first match in an unpronounceable town and against an unpronounceable team with their own version of cheerleaders.
Backdoor I played last year.
It is pre-season training. We've got 18 players. You 11 are starting the match. I'll change it and as I see fit. Okay? You get out there and you play and you enjoy it and you work hard. Any problems? No? Well, now let's go.
The locals are excited. They've never seen an English team before, and there is one more pre-match ritual to be observed. The local tradition is to offer visiting teams bread and salt, which produces a few quizzical looks. The opposition, Septem Varishka, finished 8th in the second division last season. Hull are expected to beat them. But the pitch is bumpy. The local referee isn't giving Hull any help either, and despite a bright start, the Tigers are soon in trouble. They concede a penalty after only 20 minutes. 1-0, and by half-time the match is as good as over with Hull 3 down. It certainly didn't look like being their day when Lee Palin somehow contrived to head over instead of under the crossbar. And it wasn't. The 3-1 defeat left Hull's players feeling rather low.
It's very frustrating, I mean, because, you know, I mean, there's little off-the-ball incidents. I mean, people don't really see it, you know, they're spitting in your face and, you know, they're giving you, you know, things like that going on. You can't retaliate because you know if you do anything, you'll be off straight away.
Hardly the start Hull wanted, but it's still early days, in every respect.
Oh well, Buck. Only 6 days to go. Yeah, 5 more days of cheese. Good night. Good night, Ez.
Bulgaria is certainly a land of contrast with far more to offer than you might imagine. For example, if you don't fancy going to Val d'Isère this year, how about Borovets? Here it is, one of half a dozen exclusive ski resorts in the country, and all of them less expensive than those in Western Europe. There's a very plush hotel down here with 2,000 bedrooms. Mind you, you won't find Hull City staying here. Skiing's just a little bit precarious with pre-season training. But you will find the former Hull City chairman, Don Robinson, ever the opportunist and always a man with an eye for potential.
We're going to build a 1,000 holiday village here on the ski resort, and down on the Black Sea we're building a golf course. The joint ventures with the Bulgarian government. I think there's a lot of opportunities here. It's more like the gold rush.
How prestigious is it for Hull City to have been the first British club to have been invited over?
Oh, it's fantastic for Hull City. I mean, from coming out here, the Levski, who we're playing on Saturday, now Levski is the Manchester United of Bulgarian football.
It's a match to be taken very seriously, the focal point of the tour. And in training for it, Hull are joined by 15-year-old Asparu Dimitrov. If the Christian name sounds familiar, well, so it should to football fans. Aspie is named after the late Georgi Asparukov, the most famous Bulgarian footballer of all time. Aspie is on schoolboy forms with a club in England, but not Hull.
I want to play for Chelsea, but if it's possible, we'll see. I must play good.
Footballers always have to play good because the stakes are so high.
I'll go 1,000. And raise another 1,000. You bluffing or what, Bob? I'll stay. Is that right, Buck? If we win tomorrow night's game, we've got to come back and defend it? Next year? Don't worry, there's only 5 days to go, isn't there?
Starting with the match against Levski, this isn't their new sweeper, by the way. Time for reflection on what's been and to think of the task ahead. So far, Levski have been perfect hosts, but they'll want to beat their English guests.
4 days to go.
The Levski Football Club has laid on the team coach and made all the preparations, including training facilities.
Can't see the being that bad. You usually get more people around at this time.
They are Bulgaria's most popular club, with facilities that would put many English clubs to shame. Now for the ambassadorial part of Hull's trip.
No, Charles, you've got
The fans clamour for English souvenirs, and they clamour too for news of English football. Has there been a lot of interest in Bulgaria about Hull City's visit?
Yeah, I think so, because too many Bulgarians really like English football. Most of them support Liverpool, Man U, Arsenal, Chelsea. Chelsea, I think, is one of the favorite teams in the Levski supporters, because they play blue shirts. But for Hull, we never. I think we don't know too much about them. Maybe tonight we know most about them.